Christian Diego, or DC, has been cutting hair for about 17 years and has been licensed for about 12.
It always started off, just practicing with just, some of my little brothers, some little cousins. And, it was just like, next thing I knew, it was, once my dad actually started asking me like, hey boy, can you cut my hair? Like, yeah, of course, So once I started to kind of elevate, in skill set, and just people that actually wanted a haircut, I definitely knew I was onto something.
He's on island for the very first time, and it's a trip that's long overdue.
Well, my father, he was born and raised in Guam. So we're the Diego Flores family. And so the moment I came to Guam, this is my first time to Guam. I don't tell a whole lot of people that. I let them kind of just assume, people think I'm born and raised here, because, back home in the Bay Area, we have a huge Chamorro family out there. And so we haven't been to the island, but for the most part, we were all raised in Chamorro households.
When it came to barbering, DC continued to hone his craft up until he went to college, where he was cutting hair in the dorms. Many of them were athletes who eventually made their way to the NFL.
And at the time, I didn't think anything of it. I was just a regular old, Chamorro husband, providing for my family. That was all, I ever kind of thought it was, and it just kind of kept going. I ended up getting my degree in criminal justice from San Jose State. And of course, my parents, they weren't the happiest, of course, they put a lot of money into me going to college, but in the back of my mind, I always kind of knew that barbering was always kind of like my passion.
He was a personal barber for actor Derek Luke for the Netflix hit 13 Reasons Why. Once the season wrapped up, his lifelong dream came to fruition. He opened up his very own barbershop in 2016, Headhunterz. 3 days later, he got called for season 2 of 13 Reasons Why. He attributes the ability to balance the business and the movie industry work to his incredible team at the shop.
Working in the movie industry, it really kind of worked both ways because, while I was working in the movie industry, everybody was kind of trying to figure out, oh, who's this guy? Who's this guy? He just opened up a barbershop. Let's go check it out, So we became a really big name in our area.
During his visit, Cut Guam hosted a couple of seminars for the island's barbers and stylists, and DC was able to speak and share his experiences. It's something that has been a dream of his to do.
I remember I started following a lot of shops, and I started noticing, I was like, wow, these guys got some skills, I was like, but there's a lot, there's a big skill set here on the island. And I was like, wow, God, these guys need to get, known, as much as possible, So I thought, these guys just needed a little bit of exposure, and what better person to do it, absolutely, if I have a platform to do it, I'd want to get back to my people every chance I get,
So did he have any advice?
I was just in Iran, cutting up all my uncles, 10 grandchildren, and I was like, guys, I'm a Chamorro boy just like you. If I could do it, you can do it too. We were built on a certain foundation of hard work, a great work ethic, being humble, and just putting out a great product, and that's something that just comes very natural to us Chamorros.
And though he's sad to leave, he hopes to make trips out to Guam a yearly thing with his wife and kids.
This trip for me, it was, to absolutely go see family, but really I wanted to make it a very nice transition for my family to come to Guam, visit their family in Iran. My wife, she's from Agana Heights. And I wanted them, to be able to know where both their mom and dad's family come from. Seriously, it's been literally probably one of the most eye-opening experiences of my life.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Joan Aguon Charfauros.